Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. You ready for our joke today? Why did the lion spit out the clown? Think about it. I'm going to read the story, The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes, and then I'll come back with the answer. You ready? Okay. Here we go. The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes by Mark Pett and Gary Rubenstein, illustrated by Mark Pett. So he's a writer and an illustrator, author and illustrator. The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes. For Beatrice Bottomwell, Friday began just like any other day. She matched her socks, and of course, she put her shoes on their proper feet. She remembered to feed her hamster Humpert. His favorite food was broccoli. And when she made a sandwich for her brother Carl's lunch, she used exactly the same amount of peanut butter as jelly. When she stepped outside to greet her fans, she didn't forget to say good morning and thank you. They asked if she'd made her bed. She had. They asked if she forgot to do her math homework. Nope. What about tonight's talent show? They asked. I'm ready, said Beatrice with a smile. After all, her juggling act had won 3 years in a row. She is the girl who just never makes mistakes. Pretty amazing. Most people in town didn't even know Beatrice's name. They just called her the girl who never makes mistakes. Because for as long as anyone could remember, she never did. Unlike Beatrice, Carl made lots of mistakes. He ate his crayons and drew with his green beans. He danced with his hands and played the piano with his feet. Carl loved to make mistakes. How many of you have little brothers or sisters like that? At school, Beatrice was on a cooking team with her two best friends, Millie and Sarah. To make their giant rhubarb muffins, they needed 4 eggs. Beatrice went to the refrigerator and carefully chose the biggest, eggiest eggs she could find. But on the way back, her legs slipped out from under her. The eggs went flying. Beatrice was about to make her first mistake. But she didn't. Whew. That was close, she thought. Sorry, Beatrice, I dropped a piece of rhubarb. Don't mention it, Ellie. See, she actually got an egg in her mouth. That's why she talks like that. For the rest of the school day, Beatrice could not stop thinking about her almost making a mistake. On her way home from school, Beatrice watched Millie and Sarah ice skating in the park. Come join us, said Millie. It's fun. Beatrice watched them slip and slide on the frozen pond. Millie and Sarah laughed as they wobbled on the ice. No thanks, said Beatrice. At supper, Beatrice barely touched her food. Is everything all right, kiddo? Asked her father. I'm worried I'll mess up tonight, said Beatrice, and everyone will be watching. Worry, you don't make mistakes, he said with a smile. Beatrice tried to smile too. After supper, Beatrice got ready for the talent show. First, she woke up Humpert from his nap. Next, she got the salt shaker from the kitchen table. Finally, she filled a balloon with water. The school auditorium was packed. Beatrice felt her stomach jumping around inside of her. Would you be nervous if you had to perform on stage? I would. It's okay. Beatrice waited for her juggling music to begin. That's her! That's the girl who never makes mistakes, said the woman. Oh, we know she'll be perfect, said a man. When the music started, she tossed Humpert into the air. Next, she added the salt shaker. And finally, the water balloon. Beatrice didn't miss a beat. The crowd clapped with delight. But Beatrice noticed something odd about the salt shaker. The specks falling out of it were not white. What do you think's going to happen? Do you think it's salt? Mm-mm. Ready? Achoo! It was pepper. Pepper can make you sneeze. Humpert was so surprised by his sneeze that he grabbed the water balloon with his claws. Kablooey! Humpert, pieces of water balloon, and the pepper rained down on top of Beatrice. For the first time in as long as anyone could remember, Beatrice made a mistake, and it was a big one. The music stopped. Beatrice didn't know what to do. Cry? Run off the stage? The crowd sat stunned. They couldn't believe the girl that never made mistakes made a mistake. What do you think she should do? Beatrice looked up at Humpert. He looked back at her. His hamster fur was soaked and speckled with bits of balloon. Beatrice let out a giggle. The giggle grew into a chuckle, and the chuckle became a laugh. The people in the crowd looked at each other and then back at Beatrice. They began to giggle, then chuckle, and then finally roar with laughter. Beatrice and the audience laughed until they couldn't remember why they were laughing. Did you expect that? That night, Beatrice slept better than she ever had. In the morning, no fans greeted Beatrice. When she got dressed, Beatrice, for no reason at all, put on a polka dot sock on one foot and a plaid sock on the other. Beatrice and Carl made sandwiches. This time they put the peanut butter and jelly on the outside. They called it an inside-out PB&J. Lunch was messy and delicious. Later, Beatrice found Millie and Sarah skating in the park. They fell and laughed a lot. What do you notice she's doing a lot more now? Now, people no longer called her the girl who never made her mistakes. They just called her Beatrice. Do you notice she's a lot more happier now that she doesn't make mistakes? She can try new things. That's the beauty. If you're not afraid to make mistakes, you'll try things. Okay, you ready for the answer to the riddle? Why did the lion spit out the clown? Because it tasted funny. Get it? Clowns are funny. I miss you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.